Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. And how do you guys like my intro? Your guys' feedback is very valuable to me because it's kind of hard to grade yourself on something. It's a lot easier to hear feedback from you guys. That being said, I wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I got about 500 subscribers in the past month, mostly because of my tiny house video. And so for those of you who subscribe with the tiny house videos, I love my tiny house, but I also have other things going on my channel. I like to talk about doing things outside of the norm, and I like to talk about my adventures so that people can relate to me, because I felt like when I was growing up, and I still feel like this sometimes, that it's hard to find people that I can relate to because, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird or different, I don't know. I'm really excited to have all you new people here, so thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. All right, let's get to it. I'm really behind on my YouTube videos because I need to do my New Year's resolution video, and I know it's the middle of February. It's okay guys, don't panic, we'll catch up. But at least now you guys get to know if I'm actually sticking with my New Year's resolutions. This year I made a lot of New Year's resolutions because in the past few years I've only made one, and usually there's something like get my grades up or work more hours or something like that. And basically what happened was that all my professional goals or my work goals kind of took over my personal life. So this year I set health goals and professional goals and school goals and personal goals so that I have to do all of them and one doesn't just take over my life. Obviously my relationships are really important to me, so I want to make sure that I'm maintaining those and even making them better. And even though, you know, I don't get to meet you guys in person, I feel like I have gained so much more meaning to my life by interacting with all of you. I try to answer every single comment. If there's something like my butt looks cute, usually I just give it a thumbs up, but thank you. That makes me feel good. My New Year's resolutions I divided into a bunch of categories. The first was physical goals. So my physical New Year's resolution is to eat more vegetables. So basically just pick a vegetable each meal and eat a vegetable. And to run 2017 kilometers, not miles, this year. So I'll be tracking that. And I'm actually including hiking in that because there are some days where I have really bad back pain from running a lot, and hiking is really all I can do. If you want to be part of the challenge, you can actually join the challenge on Map My Run. I've run 250 kilometers so far, so I am on track with that. And I did have vegetables for lunch and breakfast, and avocado's a fruit. My mental health goals, which I separated, are basically not to stress out so much. And I know that seems sort of not measurable, but if I tell myself that life will go on, that normally does it. But sometimes I have to say it to myself maybe 100 times a day. Also, when I have something that's gonna take a long time to do, I'll write down a schedule of how I'm going to execute that task. And that way I don't have to worry about how it's gonna get done. I just need to make the time to get it done. That I have been doing a lot better with, and I haven't been procrastinating as much, which makes a big difference. So if I have homework that's due on Monday, but I do it on Thursday and Friday, and that way I have my weekend, that also decreases my stress. My school goals are to apply to PhD programs and also to get 80th percentile or higher in all the different categories of the GRE. I do not test well. For me, that would be high. If you have GRE tips, please let me know, because I've been taking the practice test and I'm pretty sure I'm getting worse. It's so boring. I'm getting off track. I have two professional goals this year. The first one is to finish my book by 2018. And oh yeah, I'm writing a book, which I feel like I haven't mentioned before. And then the second thing is to answer my emails on time, because when they pile up, I feel like I constantly have this list of things to do that will never end. Once I get behind on my emails, I never get done with them. They're just gone. They go into the ether, they never come back. I'm never answering them, I'm sorry. 3 months late is, it's probably not relevant anymore. My financial goals are partially organization goals. The first one is to basically sell everything that I have in my house that I don't need. Obviously I have to get really strict about this if we're gonna live in the tiny house long term. I'd also like to decrease my expenses. I just have too many expenses. A lot of them are, you know, you sign up for those $5 apps, the pro apps on your phone, and then they add up and it turns out to be $30 or $40 a month. So just decreasing those things and keeping track of those things. I did consolidate all my bank accounts. So I took all of my bank accounts. I have one credit card and one debit card, and my credit card is only for school, and then my debit card was consolidated from other banks, and I used a bank called Simple, which I can talk about in another video if you guys are interested. My fun goal is to spend a lot more time outside. This is really important to me because I feel like the amount of time I spend outside directly influences how happy I am. And there are some days where it's rainy or cold, or in California just way too hot or too windy by my house, or the backyard is just a hot mess like it's been for the past few weeks in the wind storms, and I just don't want to tackle the tasks of gardening and things like that. But once I do it, I feel so good. And so I've actually made a rule for myself that all my runs have to be outside. There's no treadmill allowed. There's no like walking around my house in circles watching Netflix 500 times to get my miles in. I have to actually go outside, and that's been really emotionally rewarding to me and decreases my stress. I just feel better. I've been sleeping so much better, and I get my vitamin D. I've never made relationship goals before. This year I made it really specific, which is to call more people and text them a lot less. With FaceTime, I mean, it feels almost like you're there in person, so I feel like that's really nice. I have a lot of friends that are all over the world. Hi friends, I love you. And I have been doing this more with my friends, and my friends are kind of weirded out by it when I first do it because they answer and they go, "Are you okay?" Because nobody ever calls anybody anymore unless you're on the street and you need to get towed, or I don't know, something really bad happened, like, I'm dying, come save me. I've been doing it with Jason. I feel like our relationship is getting a lot better just because we have real interaction, just more meaningful. It's more kind and compassionate, which brings me to my next point. I would like to be more compassionate this year, and obviously going forward, that's a great goal just in general. So I feel like if I'm also better to other people, they're better to me and I'm better to myself. My last relationship goal is to be more emotionally vulnerable. So this is really difficult for me. You know, when you're watching a movie and you're with your friends, even your closest friends, and everybody's like sort of tearing up, I cannot let myself do that. I feel too vulnerable doing that. The only person I really feel comfortable crying in front of is Jason, the only human. I cried during Once Upon a Time. Oh yeah. I know that's a lot of goals, but I feel like this is working a lot better than just setting one, because now all my goals have to be put on my schedule and one isn't gonna totally take over my life. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you to my old subscribers. Please let me know what your New Year's resolutions are in the comments below. Bye guys. Oh, what's my other one? It's hard to do it if you can't remember the list, guys. I literally have a list and description. My school goals. I can't talk right now. I need either chocolate or water. Maybe both. Maybe a glass of wine.